Good afternoon, class of 2020 graduates. Woohoo! You did it. You made it to your last day. You've graduated, and it's time to leave high school. I'm incredibly proud of you. My name is Dr. Aaron Ali. I'm an anesthesiologist here in town. I've gotten a chance to know a few of you at our Medical Innovation Center and some of your teachers and a lot of your administrators. First of all, let me thank you from the bottom of my heart for allowing me to be inside your living rooms to give you this commencement speech. I've been told I have 4 hours to talk to you, so let's get going. I'm just kidding, it's supposed to be less than 10 minutes. These are some very interesting days. The last 3 to 4 months, I'm sure many of you have wondered what in the world is going on. There are words and phrases that you've probably heard repeated 100 times that will probably never leave your memory banks. Coronavirus, COVID-19, shelter in place, or self-quarantine. And then now recently, George Floyd. It is a tough time. And I know some of you may be thinking, why me? This really kind of stinks. Why did I get to miss my last semester of my senior year? I wish I had a great answer for you, but I can tell you from experience, it's the worst of times that sometimes brings out the most incredible leaders. If you look back in American history, way back to Abraham Lincoln, we were in the Civil War, we were killing each other, there was slavery. This country was an incredible mess. And it was a great leader like Abraham Lincoln that helped us come out of those days. If you look back to World War II, in Europe, Nazi Germany was dominating everybody. And it was leaders such as FDR and Winston Churchill that pulled us out of those dark days and became some of our greatest leaders. And then if you look at the civil rights movement, it was people like Martin Luther King who stepped up and put their foot down for justice, for equality. It's during dark times that you have the most incredible opportunity to do something big, to become a leader, to do something that really makes an impact. I graduated high school 30 years ago, 1990. No, there weren't any dinosaurs running around, but we didn't have iPhones, and there was no such thing as Instagram or Snapchat. There really wasn't a lot of motivation when we graduated high school. It was a regular year, nothing fancy going on. Michael Jackson was singing songs, and so was Madonna. Snoop Dogg just came out, and Tupac was fighting with the East Coast and West Coast. Fast forward to y'all's year, you've had an incredible challenge your last year. But, like I said, this gives you an incredible opportunity to do something big. When you entered first grade back in 2008, we had an incredible crisis happen here in the US. The banking industry fell apart, the housing industry fell apart, a lot of people lost their money, and people really worried that things were going to go pretty poorly for the US. It was a year after the 2008 crisis that incredible companies like Uber came about, Airbnb, Slack, Instagram. You see what happens during dark days? It's people who have leadership, people who have motivation, people who can adapt, that can come out with pretty incredible successes. So just because we've had some rough months, don't let it put you down. This is a great opportunity for you. Yep, you eating a nacho cheese right there. Ooh, can I have a bite? Thank you. You really need to put it together here, and you need to really work hard. When I was a little kid, my mom asked me, what do you want to be when you get older? And I told her 4 things. I told her I wanted to be a doctor. I told her I wanted to be a fireman. I told her I wanted to be in the military. And I told her I wanted to be an astronaut. Well, as you can tell, I made it to the doctor part. It was a long, hard route, but made it. When I was in college, I joined the U.S. Army. 6 years in the Army, being a mechanic on scout helicopters. It's one of the greatest things I ever did. Not telling you to rush out and go join the military, but what I'm telling you is you got to go after your dreams. I also wanted to be a fireman, and I joined the volunteer fire department at Texas A&M when I was there as an undergrad. Sometimes you have to do some kooky things. If you just follow the simple route that everybody else has done before you, that's okay. It's a little boring. I always like to push the envelope. Do things that are outside of your comfort level. Get out there, have some fun. One of the best pieces of advice that my father gave me was study hard and play hard, but it has to be in that order. If you flip it and you party hard and then try to study, it'll never work out. You have an incredible opportunity right now ahead of you. You've made it through high school. There's a lot of people that don't make it this far. A lot of you will go to college. Fantastic. Take advantage of that while you're there. When I got into college, I really didn't have a lot of focus. I knew I was there to learn. I knew I was there to try to become smarter, but I didn't know I wanted to be a doctor at that point. I actually had gone into business administration. But with time and focus, I saw what I could do, and I started to try to connect the dots. Success is an interesting word. You know, people ask me, hey, you seem really successful. You seem like you've done really well for yourself. You have a nice house. You drive a nice car. You have money in the bank. Is that really the true definition of success? You know, I'm age 48 now, and looking back, success is defined differently for me. I think success is friends, family, relationships, faith, and being able to smile every morning you wake up. You see me smiling throughout this commencement speech. There's a reason. I'm in a great space, but because I worked hard to get here. You have that same opportunity right now. Now, I didn't wear a suit tonight, but that was done on purpose. I wanted to be a little bit more laid back. You can't even tell if I have shorts on underneath this or not. That's the beauty of doing these by video conference. I know this is different. It would have been fantastic to be at the LBJ Presidential Library giving you this commencement speech. It's a gorgeous place. If you haven't gone, definitely go do it. But here is an opportunity for me to actually come into your living rooms, into your dining rooms, wherever you are with your family. And as I end this talk, and I told you I wouldn't go 45 minutes, I want you to do something that's incredibly special. I want you to look left and right. I want you to look at your family members, your brothers, your sisters, your parents, your grandparents, friends, relatives, whoever it is in that room. Give them a big hug, because I know there hasn't been a lot of hugs given out lately. Thank them for everything that they've done for you. They will definitely thank you in return, because you're going to do some incredible things. You have your whole life ahead of you. You've got some really cool experiences ahead of you. Like I said, those of you going to college, wow, that is a lot of fun. But remember, work hard, play hard, in that order. It's hard for me to give you the perfect ending, but what I can tell you is you've accomplished an incredible feat, and that is to finish high school. Now it's all up to you. It's up to you to be the next MLK, the next Abraham Lincoln, or the next Snoop Dogg. Doesn't matter what you're going to be, but whatever you do, do it 110%. Give it your best. Have some fun with it. You may never remember me after this talk. You may, 10 years from now, say, I have no idea if it was a man or a woman who spoke to us, whoever, or a guy losing his hair. But I hope you remember that working hard is the absolute best way to get to where you're getting. Remember, no one can ever take education out of your mind. Once it's there, it's yours. People can take away your car, people can take away your money, people can take away your house, but they can never take away your education. There's one thing I'll tell you as my challenge to you is never stop learning. Try to go to college. Try to get a master's degree. Be a PhD, be a doctor, be a lawyer, whatever it is. Keep on pushing hard. And even when you get there, continue to push hard. It's an incredible honor for me to be here talking to you once again. Thank you so much, and congratulations, class of 2020. Way to go.